is a first for me. I don't even know what that is. I've got my phone propped up here. There's just some things that come into my mind sometimes that I feel like I should share with people. I feel like people could get something from some of the things that I have to say. That could be selfish. That could be my ego. Could be a lot of things. Ultimately, my goal in this life, I believe, is to help other people. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm a believer in Christ. That could be a reason. Could be the reason. It's all the reason I would really need. But something happened to me today. I was working. I work a 9 to 5. I have my own vehicle. I go and do, it's manual labor, it's blue collar. I have my own company. I've yet to get it off the ground to where I would like it to be. It does produce me some revenue each year. I work Saturdays and Sundays doing that for myself. It's in the same line of business as my regular 9 to 5 job. My 9 to 5 job pays pretty well. It's hard work. Objectively hard work. It's not like I'm saying it's hard work. It's actually hard work. It's in the Florida sun. 95 degrees. You have to sit out there. There's no chance for shade. You're working on hot machines and engines. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks. But I didn't go to college. I didn't get a degree. So I was left with a few choices, and one of my choices was working a blue collar job, so that's what I went with. I wanted high pay, so this is what I went with. Anyways, I was stopping at a gas station down here in South Florida called Cumberland Farms. I don't know if I know it's a big chain, I've seen a few of them around, but I don't know if they're actually anywhere else but Florida or the southern states. Not sure. Anyways, it's besides the point. I went to go walk in, and there was a gentleman there sitting on the floor next to the door where you enter the gas station. He was very dirty, very homeless looking. I ended up getting his story. As I was walking in, I tend to do this a lot. It's because when I was younger, I had a hard time growing up. We didn't have any money. It's a long story, whatever. I'm not going to sob you. But I asked him before I went in, I was like, is there anything you want me to grab for you while I'm inside? Water, Gatorade, whatever, because it's hot. He says, yeah, I'd like a beer. I said, okay, well, if I'm seen buying beer on company time, I may, that'd probably be the end of my career. I've been doing this for 6 years now. I'm not really looking to lose my high-paying job. So I go in the store. All I have is my credit card. I didn't bring any cash with me. I wasn't planning on buying anything. If I don't plan on buying anything, I don't bring cash with me anywhere I go, even for emergencies. I don't know what it is. I'm anal about my finances. So I get some change back. I use my credit card to pay myself for a bottle of water. I get some change back. I give the gentleman the change, plenty, to buy a couple beers, any beers of his choice. And he doesn't even say thank you, which is not a problem. It is what it is. It's supposed to be a thankless act. It's supposed to be something, But I also noticed that he had a patch on, military patch. So I asked him, I said, where did you serve? And he said he served in Afghanistan. And when he served in Afghanistan, he was discharged due to an injury that he suffered to his foot, which prevented him from completing his job. So he was discharged. When he got discharged, he wasn't in the Army long enough in order for him to get his benefits. I don't know. This is what he's telling me. I honestly, I don't know. But he's, in his mind, he's been homeless now, he says, for 9 years. And I have nothing against the guy. I really don't. And he was a nice gentleman after I got to speak with him. He wasn't at first, but after I got to speak with him, he was nice. You cannot stop. Ever. You can't stop. I told him, you've been doing this for 9 years. You can't stop, dude. You got knocked down, but you didn't get back up. His life, he still thinks to this day, 9 years later, that his injury that he got to his foot, that was a minor injury, ended his life. In my job, I have to converse with a lot of people, a lot of different homeowners, business owners, whatever, just to do the service for them. And I hear stuff like this all the time, like some big tragic thing, and this guy's, from my perspective, it's not even that big of a deal. He injured his foot. He said it healed within a month and a half, and he could have been right back out working another job, whatever. You can't stop. Life, you're alive. It's easy to say this. It's easy to say this, and people say it all the time on the internet. It's true, but it's true. You being alive is a miracle. You being able to see this video is a miracle. You being able to hear this video and comprehend it is a miracle. From the very beginning, from your conception, all the way through until your adulthood. God forbid 80, 90 years old, if you get the blessing to live a life that long. Don't take it for granted. Do not take it for granted. I see it too much. I see it too much. This gentleman, it really got to me today, and I was like, well, what? I can say whatever I want to this guy, but it's already been 9 years. Is he gonna pull himself up by his bootstraps now just because I said something to him? It's been a decade. It's been a decade. So I'm gonna try to do something about the people who haven't gotten there yet. The bad things just happened to them 6 months ago, a month ago, last week, today. Do not give up. Do not give up. Continue forward. You don't know what you are capable of. You don't know. You haven't figured it out. Find out what your maximum capability is. Figure it out so that at least you know. What if you're a billionaire? What if you're an all-time track star? I don't know. You don't even know. He doesn't know. He may never know. You want to end up like him? I'm not trying to make an example out of his terrible situation, but I'm saying, do you want to end up like that? It's just the same as if he was a regular guy who bought his house and is working a 9 to 5. He's working a 9 to 5 till he's 80 years old because he didn't learn any discipline with his money. It's the same situation. He's trapped. He's stuck. 75% of men are stuck. They're stuck in a marriage. They're stuck in a job. They're stuck with loans and mortgages and debt. They're stuck. Do not be stuck. Don't put yourself in a corner immediately. Your life's just starting. If it's not just starting and you're already there, you can still fix it. Take steps to fix it. Do not give up. It's easy to say. It is easy to say. You have to take what I'm saying to heart. You can't just look at me and say this doofus doesn't know what he's talking about. My situation is this. My situation is that. Yes, I'm sure your situation is very unique and very different to my own. But honestly, at the end of the day, it does not matter. Your story does not matter. Just do it. Get out there, man. You have to get back out there. If you're uneducated, get educated. If you're unwealthy, find wealth. Earn it. Work hard. Do it right. Don't sit on your phone all day. Don't sit and watch TV all day. Don't go on your computer all day. Watching YouTube and TikTok. Don't do it. It's not good for you. It's not good for you. And I'm no millionaire. I don't have a private jet. I don't have a Ferrari or a Lamborghini sitting outside. I'm an average guy. And I live a very average life. But I invest 80% of my income. 80%. I will be retired before age 40. I'll be retired before age 40. I already have it. It's in my plans. It's already there. It's ready to go. In 10 to 15 years from now, I will be retired. I won't even be 40 years old. I'm in the same economy as you. I'm in Florida with the most expensive rent rates in the country. My rent at my apartment is $1,800 a month. I do live with someone else, and we split the rent. But regardless, I still pay rent just like you do. You could live with roommates. You could split it 4 ways if you wanted to. You could find a cheaper place to live. You could sell your car, get rid of your car loan, and get a regular car. Go get a Nissan Altima. Get rid of the car payment. You don't need it. You don't need it. You don't need the Scat Pack. You get that stuff when you're older. You get that stuff when you're older and retired, and you actually know what you're doing, so you don't crash out and die on the interstate. It's simple, you guys. It's so simple. I try to explain it all the time. No one ever listens to me. No one listens. And that's fine. Things I say fall on deaf ears all the time. And I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying I'm the end all be all. There is someone who is an end all be all, though. And it's right there. Right there. You read that. That's your end all be all. That'll point you in all the directions you need. That'll give you your moral compass. Plain and simple. I pray for you. I pray for every young man every day. I pray. I'm praying for you. You are strong enough to overcome anything. I believe that. If you can't overcome it, you'd be dead. That should be the only thing that should be stopping you, is death. You must continue. I'm praying for you. I love you all. And I mean that. And I don't know if I'll do more of these, but I just feel like people need help, and I want to do something, even if it's something stupid like this.
Power on.
That was my speaker, but even if it's something silly and stupid like this, I have to try.